All right, everyone. So, welcome to today's security conversation with Noblepiece. I am Hopewell, your anchor. I am a criminology and social policy student, security risk advisor, and your guide to practical, honest protection strategies for businesses, individuals, communities, and of course, public spaces. Every week, we break down one or more real world security concerns and what we can do about it. Reach out to us anytime if you have any concerns regarding your peace, security, social space, maintenance, and all of those things. Let's get into today's topic. Stay tuned. All right, so here is what I observed when I went to the international airport a few days ago. This is not to scare anybody. This is not to make anybody feel threatened or discredited for having done one or two things. But it is something that we must take into consideration and not just brush it aside as just a mere talk. I'm talking about the essence of national security at stake. Every individual, every person who has gone in and out of the airport is a vulnerable target, irrespective of status, irrespective of um, how well you are connected or anything. It's a matter of a split second, someone is gone. So here is what I observed. At the arrival pickup area, which has now been changed to the place that was formerly the car park area, of course, is still the car park area, but has serving dual function, arrival pickup and car park area. It is okay, but it is vulnerable. So at this area you see a dense cluster of people, vehicles, and sometimes luggages waiting for people to come pick, and the journey continues. And sometimes, from my observation, there was a very little screening of people who comes in and go out of that parking pickup area. So let's look at this scenario. Somebody walks in and nobody knows who is who. Everybody wants to pick up, everyone wants to leave in time, and things like that. So somebody walks in, blend into the crowd, or a vehicle walks in, pass through the crowd, and look for a place to park. And somebody gets out, blend into the crowd, stands there for maximum of 30 minutes to observe the movement and the protocols that's happening in that area without anybody noticing. Even if someone notice, there is no question asked, okay, who is this person? Because everybody comes there for a purpose, to pick up somebody, to meet up somebody, or to send a package to somebody. So that particular incident is a security vulnerability. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? The current situation of Nigeria is something that everybody must be accountable for. From my security design perspective, it is what we call an unsecure convergence point. Unsecure convergence point. That is, a high level targets hundreds of innocent people without anybody knowing what's coming up. So, given the contemporary warfare, the weapons of mass destruction is fluid. It changes. It's not as before you carry a big amount of load containing explosives and you put it somewhere and wait for people to gather before you detonate it. Now, these days, an explosive can be as tiny as this thing in my hand, this pen, and it could be as tiny as this particular case. It could even be smaller than that, and it holds maximum impact. You never can really tell what people can come up with. And the next thing, casualties. So, given that all of these scenarios, what could definitely happen cannot be predicted. So let's say somebody goes to the airport as usual to pick up somebody and passes through the gate. Of course, you pay two gate fee, pay the collect the tickets, go there, look at what is happening. And mind you, when you pay at the airport, you have maximum of 20 minutes to leave the premises. So let's say this person goes there, observe the environment, goes up to the car park where the pickup is, implant whatever he has to implant, move out to go and pay, set the timing for at least 5 minutes. He's sure that okay, he has a partner who has gone to pay, informs him, okay, I've paid, I'm downstairs, set it at maximum of 5 minutes so that you can have time to leave the premises. And the person does exactly that. Nobody's checking who is who. The vehicles are clustered. People are not really concerned what happens next. They want to pick up their loved ones and leave. And somebody is already there, infiltrated the area, planted what he has gotten in his hand, and of course moved out. So what would happen in this situation? There is little to no checks of people coming in, vehicles going out. So what can be done in this case, or to avert uh, a likelihood of these issues happening? Okay, first I'm going to address two groups in this video. The first goes to the airport authority and the security agencies. Yeah, I respectfully recommend enforcing a secure and standoff zone. No vehicle waiting directly at the terminal exit, that is where people are coming out from the lounge. People should not drive through that place. There should be a corner of path where they go up to the next parking lot without anybody clustering at that place. Now, anybody coming to pick up loved ones should be at the far extreme. So there will be enough space for those coming out to identify with those coming to pick them. That gives enough room for security agencies around the place to streamline and see exactly who is there, who is in, and who is out at some point in time. So there should be also random vehicles check at the approach road. Yeah, people should not just drive in, pick up tickets, go upstairs, do whatever they want to do, and come out. There should be a complete strict arrangement for that. And to the general public, on this one, please do not add to the crowd. Yeah, in the airport on the second floor, you see security is everyone's responsibility. It is clearly stated there. So you are responsible for your security. However, collectively, we make security happen more effectively and efficiently. So it is advisable to arrange to meet your arriving family at the car park. Arrange, okay, this is where I am. Come and meet me right here, not right at the exit. Or once you come outside, come to the um, second floor. I'm there waiting for you, or my car is parked there. Allow them to have access to where they are going. Okay, with security people in sight. Noble Peace Group, we believe security is everyone's business. This is not to scare anybody. This is not a panic alarm. It calls for preparedness. Yeah. We consult for business and communities on exactly these kind of things. Risk assessments and how to reduce them without breaking the bank. So if you manage a facility, or you are involved in public space planning and you want a fresh set of eyes on your security setup, reach out to me. Reach out to Noble Peace Africa, reach out to Noble Peace Group, Noble Peace embodiment entirely. And we would help you, would assist you in making sure that your space is safer, your space is okay for any eventualities, to prevent eventualities from happening. And so until next time, stay alert, stay safe. See you in our next video. Noblepiece Africa.